We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
The tight end in motion right. On the counter, Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And some room to work. Finding room at midfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield. So a solid return to the 50.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
A handoff left. Elliott taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And motion left goes a tight end. They go to Elliott again. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game.
On 2nd down, Elliott. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The Cowboys at 5-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And the slot man goes in motion left. Carry now for Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Maher able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Now Mills.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
22 yards there, a first down.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Marr on for the extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Mills throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. A first down throw for Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing the out route incomplete.
That's Jordan. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
This is caught. It's Cooks.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Here's Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. To throw again on 2nd down.
Mills.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like...
This is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
111 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Marr is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Final play of the half. Mills.
He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A huge play there for Houston. 66 yards.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. First throw now for the backup, Allen.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Fourth down, Mills.
Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the third down.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. The give to Elliott off tackle.
157 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Again, it's Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Elliott going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple.
Throwing, Mills. Finds his man, it's John Mechie.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Play fake, Mills.
And that's complete to Cooks.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Mills on first down. And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, Mills.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, Mills. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
On play action, Mills.
Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, He stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Mills now.
Steps away to his left.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want.
He's got a man complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
First down, Mills.
There again is Cooks, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The squib kick taken in right around the 32.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 180 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The keep on the ground with Elliott.
He'll take this to the 46.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.